The Samsung Galaxy Note 20 has finally been revealed in a stunning 3D trailer, and I'll be sharing the details right after this. Galaxy Note 20 color options revealed and news of tilting cameras. Before we get into it though, please like the video if you're a fan of the Galaxy Note series, and let me know in the comments which version you're waiting for, and if it's not the Note, then what phone are you excited for. But the first news of the day is the Galaxy Note 20 and news of tilting cameras and maybe an extra periscope lens. The news has come out today, so I thought I would put a stop to it quickly. It's a great concept and uses 5 or 6 cameras in lines, and they're able to tilt to provide a much wider field of view. There is even a possibility of a panorama shot without moving the phone. Now, this was a patent discovered for a new device, but it's 100% not going to be included in the Galaxy Note 20. The design of the Galaxy Note 20 has already been finalized, and I'll be showing you in just a minute. But next up, we've finally got confirmation of the color variant of the Note 20. The information comes from Ishan Agarwal on Twitter, and he tells us that the Galaxy Note 20 is going to be available in grey, green and copper. The Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is going to be available in copper, white and black, and he does state that there may be more color options than this, but these are the only ones he can confirm. And for those unaware, we've had a few bits of information now to say that the larger model is going to be called the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra and not the Note 20 Plus as we originally thought. But next up, we've got a new trailer for the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 and the Note 20 Ultra, and it's incredible. It gives us a good view at the upcoming smartphone from every angle, and it should be helpful for those of you that are trying to decide if this is the phone for you. Of course, this trailer is not official and it's created by a Noyalty technology, but it's based on leaks and it's pretty much what we're going to be getting. Noyalty is a great concept creator, and the link to his channel is down in the description. The trailer also looks like something we'd see from Samsung, and it begins with multiple shots of the Galaxy Note 20, including the S Pen. The beginning of the trailer mainly focuses on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra's display, and as we know, we'll be getting a 6.9-inch display, and this is also going to be 120Hz. We get a good look at a gaming example, and this is of course showcasing the high refresh rate and highly detailed, bright and colourful display. We also get a good look at the cameras of the Galaxy Note 20, and while the camera modules and the cameras are exactly how the Note 20 is going to look, please note that the actual lenses may differ than what it said. The video also has the inclusion of the Exynos 992 chipset. It's important to note that this is still unconfirmed. It might not be in the Galaxy Note 20, but as soon as we get further details on that, I will be providing an update. But next the focus shifts onto the S Pen, and it tells us we'll be getting the advanced S Pen. Unfortunately, again, we haven't had any details on the new features of the S Pen, but as soon as we do, I'll create a video. But next up, we've got colors, and these are of course concepts. As Ishan said though, there could be more colors than he said, so we're going to have to wait and see. Well, it's not official though, it gives us a great look at what we're going to get, and it should hopefully help you guys decide if this is going to be something you want. Of course, we already had CAD leaks for the Galaxy Note 20 and the Note 20 Ultra, and it's been used to create stunning 3D renders, so we're going to go through them all. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this already, so just skip to the next video, but if you're new here, then don't forget to hit subscribe, and we're going to get right into it. The Samsung Galaxy Note 20 is coming with a 6.7-inch AMOLED display with a punch-hole selfie camera top center. While many were hoping for the in-display selfie camera, it's not going to happen, and it's most likely going to be for the S range. The dimensions come in at 161.8 by 75.3 by 8.5mm, which makes the Note 20 1mm thicker than its predecessor and significantly larger overall. One thing that you may have already noticed is a flat display on the Note 20. I'm assuming this is going to please a lot of you, as one of my most complained about features in the comments is of course the curved display. You can see that on the Note 20 we've got the volume and the home buttons on the right hand side, leaving the left side completely clear. If we take a look underneath, we've got USB Type-C port, a microphone, a speaker grill and the S Pen at the far left. The SIM tray is now located at the top of the Galaxy Note 20. On the rear we've got a rectangular camera module similar to the S range, and it's 38.1mm long by 21.9 wide. Samsung are reportedly still working on these cameras, so we don't have any confirmation on what they're going to be, but it's expected it will contain either the HM1 or the GN1 from Samsung. We can of course see that we've got 3 lenses on the left, with the periscope lens on the right underneath the LED flash. You can see the back panel is curved on both edges, we've got slight curves on all corners, and overall it looks like a comfortable device to hold and still a very premium smartphone. Next up we've got my favourite, which is the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Plus. These renders were provided by Pigtown on Leaks, and while we have most of the details, there's still some unconfirmed information. The Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Plus is coming with a larger 6.9-inch curved AMOLED display, and we've got a punch hole camera top center. We've had plenty of display leaks from Ross Young, but he has since deleted the tweets, so we can only assume there's an issue or he's been asked to remove them. We're expecting an LTPO display, but again we've got the punch hole selfie camera, as in-display cameras just aren't ready yet. The Note 20 Plus dimensions come in at 165 by 77.2 by 7.6mm, but with the trimmed down bezels it is pretty much all screen. We've got the volume and power buttons on the right hand side, with the left completely smooth. The bottom layout is the same as the Note 20, with the S Pen at the far left, followed by speaker, USB port and microphone. On the rear we've got another rectangular camera housing, but you can see it is a little bit different from the smaller Note 20, and I have to say I much prefer this one. It looks a little bulky with bigger lenses, but I actually really like these camera rings and I think it adds to the premium look of the device. We've got two cameras on the left, which reportedly could be the Samsung HM1 and the GN1, and we've got the periscope lens underneath. Over on the right hand side you can see a true depth camera underneath the LED flash. Again, the edges are curved on the back, and overall it looks like it's going to be a great device. We still haven't had any details on the pricing, and probably won't until closer to the launch towards the end of the year, but it's going to be interesting to see where they price it. The Note line is always the most premium of the range, well apart from the newly added Fold, but the S range was priced relatively high and it sold less than expected, so this could affect the pricing on the Note. One thing we do know though is that with the Note we'll get improved display, battery, camera and general hardware, and of course we don't have much longer until it's going to be released. Now we're going to run through all of the specs of the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 and the Note 20 Plus, but for my regular viewers you guys have already seen it, so I suggest you switch off now, but if you're new here then don't forget to hit subscribe and we'll get right into it. Of course, the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 is going to be an incredible smartphone, and actually one of my favourite releases this year. We'll likely see improved design, display, cameras and more, but for anyone who's missed my previous videos, we're going to quickly run through what we can expect. For my regular viewers, you would have already seen this, so just switch off now, but for anyone new here, we're going to run through everything we know so far about the Samsung Galaxy Note 20. While the Note was always much bigger than the S range in the past, things have been changing lately, so it's going to be interesting to see what screen sizes we get with the Galaxy Note 20. Last year we had the Note in two sizes, which was 6.3-inch and 6.8-inch displays. We then had a light model come later with a 6.7-inch display. Given that the S range has massively increased in size, with a 6.9-inch display now coming, I'm going to estimate that we could see a Galaxy Note 20 with at least a 7-inch display. Now of course smartphone sizes are generally getting larger, so phablet sizes are going to rise too. Given the success of last year's Notes, I'm also going to predict that we'll be getting a Galaxy Note 20 along with a Galaxy Note 20 Plus. We haven't had any solid leaks or information when it comes to displays, but I'm going to predict a 6.5-inch display on the Galaxy Note 20 and a 7-inch display on the Galaxy Note 20 Plus. I'm expecting both models to be 1440 by 3200 resolution, and that will be a 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. We're no doubt going to see an in-display fingerprint scanner along with Gorilla Glass 6 for protection. Now when it comes to the selfie camera, the Note line actually led the innovation for Samsung last year. It's going to be interesting to see whether they stick with the punch hole camera top center, or if the Galaxy Note 20 comes with a new design altogether. Many are curious whether in-display cameras are going to be available for consumers when Samsung have this technology ready. My guess would be introducing it on the Note line, but unfortunately the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 is probably a little bit too early for this tech, and it's likely going to be something we see in 2021. When it comes to the rear of the Samsung Galaxy Note 11, or the Galaxy Note 20 as it may be called, I've got no doubts that we're going to see a rectangular camera housing. Samsung have stuck with this across their mid-range and their flagships this year, so the Note 20 should be no different. Samsung have also been getting a lot more adventurous with their cameras, so I'm going to predict that we'll get a 108 megapixel ISOCELL sensor with pixel binning technology. We'll get a periscope lens with some incredible zoom capabilities, we'll get an ultra wide angle for those wide shots, and we'll also get a 3D time of flight depth sensor. We'll also no doubt see better camera sensors on the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Plus compared to the standard Note 20. In the hardware department, we know the Galaxy Note 20 is going to be powered by the Snapdragon 865 in North America and the Exynos 990 globally. We'll see up to 512 gigs of internal storage with up to 16 gigabytes of RAM, and it will of course be expandable with a micro SD card. Given the larger size, the Galaxy Note 20 Plus is expected to have a battery capacity of 5,200 mAh, while the Galaxy Note 20 is going to be around 4,300. Of course, both Galaxy Note 20s are going to be running Android 10 in the form of One UI 2, and it will be IP68 water resistant. The Galaxy Note 20 is expected to come with stereo speakers and no 3.5mm headphone jack, and most importantly for Note fans, it will be coming with the much loved S Pen using Bluetooth 5. We haven't had any leaks on the upcoming S Pen, but it's no doubt going to be more refined with new hardware and software features. The Galaxy Note 20 is set to be an incredible device, and judging by recent years, we can expect the Galaxy Note 20 to launch at the start of August 2020 and release towards the end of the month. When it comes to pricing, it will of course be an expensive device. Prices are expected to start at about $1,100 to $1,200 for the standard Note 20 and around $1,400 to $1,500 for the Galaxy Note 20 Plus or Galaxy Note 20 Ultra as it may also be called. Given the success of this year's Lite models, it's also likely that we'll get a Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Lite released further down the line. It's a great time to be a Samsung fan with so many phones being released by the company. We've got a huge selection in the A range, the premium S and the Note line, on top of the Galaxy Fold and the Galaxy Z Flip phone. Now I have to say the Z Flip phone is the only one that doesn't really excite me, but that's just because I see it as a little bit unnecessary. It's sort of trying to solve a problem that isn't really there in the first place and being overcomplicated for very little reason. Of course that's just my opinion though, and I'm sure it will be a successful phone being priced much lower than the Fold. Of course that's all the information and estimates we have today, but as soon as any solid information comes to light, I'll be sharing with you guys straight away. But I just wanted to give you my estimations along with these stunning renders that concept artists have already brought together. As always though, I'd like to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Who out there is waiting for the Samsung Galaxy Note 20? Are you waiting for the Galaxy Note 20 or the Note 20 Ultra? And do you prefer a flat screen or a curved edge? But thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, smash a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down twice, and I'll see you guys in the next one.